All right, guys, thanks for tuning back in. So today I want to take a look at some floor mats that were provided to me by Extreme Online Store. You get a driver and passenger side floor mat in the box. Now you can see it's kind of a black leather material with white stitching. I think they have another color option that is black leather with red stitching, but you'll have to check their website out and confirm that. You can see the stitch pattern kind of makes like an oblong hexagon shape. With this being the driver's side floor mat, you can see there is a rubber pad here for your heel to kind of cut down on wear of the mat. Anywhere that this thing needs to bend or flex, there is a seam to make it easier to kind of fit the contour of the floorboard. So taking a look at the back of this, you can see it's a black felt material, and if you listen, it sounds like there's like a thin piece of cardboard in here, probably to give this a little rigidity and a little shape. Now I want to move in close here so you can see this. These seams are double stitched, and it's got this heavier duty material over each seam that is stitched on both sides. So that should help the seams from coming apart or tearing. I don't know if this is going to be something that you're going to want to run daily in the car. This might be something more for like a car event or a car show to kind of dress up your interior, but that's going to be up to you. When these came in the box, they were kind of folded over, and it did cause some creasing. I don't know if you can see it, but there's kind of a crease here and there's a slight crease here. Now I opened these up and I just kind of let them sit out on the floor just to kind of flatten out a little bit. For the most part they did, but there are some creases that seem like they're kind of permanent. But we're gonna go ahead and test fit these in the car and just kind of see what they look like. Also, they provide these 4 clips. You can see this little hook looks like it kind of slides over the floor mat, and then this little spear portion, it looks like it slides up between the carpet and the plastic trim on the tunnel just to kind of help hold the mat in place. I don't know if I'm going to use these. Just kind of looking at it, I think I'll probably be able to slide the floor mat up between the carpet and the plastic trim to hold it in place, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and put these in place and see what they look like. Okay, so here's a look at the driver's side floor mat in place. If you come down here to this molding on the center tunnel, you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier with those plastic hooks. I think they kind of hook on the top of the mat, and then they would slide up behind this to kind of hold it in place. But as you can see, I just slid the mat up behind this piece. It's not causing any stress on this. This piece isn't too thick to where I think it's going to be an issue. If you look at the contour of the mat, it matches the floorboard pretty good. And then coming down here to the bottom of the front seat, I can still slide the seat forward without any issue. These mats are not too thick to where it's going to bunch up if you need to adjust your seat. Now, I did speak about the crease that was caused by the way that these were packaged, and it's pretty noticeable here. One thing though I do want to point out is because of that crease, you can see that it's kind of caused this rubber pad to pop up, and it's kind of delaminated, or I guess separated from the floor mat. Now I could probably put some glue under that and just kind of stick it back down, but that's not that big a deal because I'm not going to run these every day. Now I literally put this thing in about 2 minutes, so like I said before, this might be something that you just want to run for like a car show or something. So you can just stick them in your trunk, and then whenever you get to where you're going, just pop these into place. But let's go ahead and put the passenger side mat in, and then we'll take a look at that one. Okay, here's a look at the floor mat installed in the car. If we come down closer here, you can kind of see that the color of the stitching on the floor mat and the seat match pretty well. The color of the floor mat looks a little bit darker black on video compared to the leather on the seat, but in person you really can't tell a difference. They do look pretty similar in person. If we come down further here into the floorboard, you can see that the mat kind of comes up, and that will help protect this plastic piece from scratching and scuffing. And then the floor mat goes all the way up to the top of the carpet there. And then moving along to the side, now those hooks that I talked about earlier, I did not use those. I just kind of tucked the floor mat up behind this plastic piece, and that I think is enough to help hold it in place. Plus, tucking it up there kind of keeps this portion of the mat nice and taut. One thing with this mat, I do wish that it kind of continued on, or they made a piece that kind of continued on to the seat here. In my opinion, it kind of looks a little unfinished, just because it kind of stops there at the seat. It doesn't look horrible. I just think it would look better if that piece continued on to the seat, covering up that carpet fully. And then if we come down here, you can see that you can still move your seat forward and it doesn't get caught on the seat. It's not going to bunch up, so that's also a plus. But again, there's a look at the floor mats from Extreme Online Store. They don't look too bad in the car. Again, I would probably use these as more of something like a car event or a car show piece. I don't know if I would run these daily. Yeah, they're going to protect your carpet, but I don't know how well they would hold up to dirt and water, stuff like that. I don't know how easy they would be to clean either. But short video for you guys, not much of an install. Let me know what you guys think about these floor mats. I don't think they're too bad, but if you guys are interested, there will be a link in the description below. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.